Okay, another learning moment here. I'm going to use this door panel because it represents certain challenges. Black is a challenge that's unique to black, just as light colors are unique to light colors. So black. Now, as a detailer that wants to get into the business, or you're a beginner, this is exactly the conversation I would have with a customer, which you and I have not had yet, right?
Yep.
This is why I wanted to accomplish two things at once. So this is leather, and when it comes to cars, this is a high-end car, and just because it says leather doesn't mean everything in it is leather. Like, this is plastic, it's molded, it's got a grain to it, a texture. This right here is leather. Likely this panel is leather, but then suddenly you go into plastic, and then molded plastic, even though it's not like the hard, cheap plastic, and that's where BMWs excel, is they use quality products. The problem with a car that's this old, and you told us how old it was.
It's 14 years.
14 years, is that the dirt accumulates, and the oils combined with the dust and dirt will actually degrade the material.
Yep.
So what can happen is that as a professional, and I'm cleaning, when I remove that dirt, sometimes it will remove the finish with it because it has degraded underneath it.
Yeah.
So that's where I have to pick and choose as to what that winning combination is.
Yep.
Sometimes it's better, or a more of a win, to leave some of the dirt,
Yeah.
because if I
Take
remove
it
it reveals something that's even more unpleasant.
Yeah.
So that's the discussion that I have, and once again, managing expectations. So if I didn't have this discussion with you, and now I'm cleaning and I come across a spot where it's like, oh my gosh, this is starting, it went too far. That's where I have to pull back and say, okay, it's probably not going to be worth it. And then also I don't want the customer, I want them to understand the nature of the beast. And this is the nature of this beast, which is dirt has accumulated. It has sat here for a very long time,
Very long.
and there's certain trade-offs that represents.
Yep.
So that's how I address it, and that's exactly what I would say, as I just did to my customer. Jordan's my customer, and that's what I said. Now I'm going to cut it, I'm actually going to clean it, and then I'll bring you guys back in for the after. Actually, I'm going to bring you in to show you exactly what I do.
Great.